really know is 100. Nothing left. 100. Till nothing left. All I really know is 100.
All right, day 17. What's up? Okay, so today I want to just talk to you about letting grace ignite your faith. In Matthew 28:20, it says, "Teach these new disciples to obey all the commandments I have given you, and be sure of this, that I am with you always, even to the end of age." This is the thing. We need to let our actions speak louder than our words. It says this in 1 Corinthians 11:1. It says, "And you should imitate me just as I imitate Christ." We need to lead people to Jesus by acting and imitating what Jesus did. We need to become a catalyst. Now, what's a catalyst? Now, catalyst is a science term. Oh, be proud. Okay. It is a substance that increases the rate of a chemical reaction. But another way to look at that is it's someone who makes a change. Now, in 2 Samuel 6:22, it's talking about where David was going through and he was dancing as they were bringing the presence of God into his city. And he's dancing going down these streets, and he looks at his wife who's looking at him, and she's like, "What do you think you're doing? You look like a freak." Okay? And David says this. He says, "I will become even more undignified than this." I'm going to become more undignified because it's not about me, it's about him. And that's the thing. That's where we need to be with Christ. A lot of times we talk about following God, but see, how do we really teach people about God? We don't train people and help people learn about God by beating them upside the head with our Bibles. That doesn't work, because all that does is makes every fact that they have against Christians come true, because we're beating a religion into them. We're beating that. You can't beat love into someone. You have to love them. You have to show them grace. You have to show them love. And what Jesus came to do was show us grace and show us love and show us mercy and to teach us and to train us. So as we imitate him, that's what we've got to do as people. Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." And 1 Timothy 4:12 says, "Do not let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, in your faith, and in your purity." Let your actions speak louder than words. You become a catalyst. You step out, because when you step out and you become what God's called you to be, you'll start to turn around and realize that your friends are following you. Your family is following you. The people around you are following you. See, there's a place when we get into worship and youth that a lot of times we've got to be the catalyst. When we're around our peers and around our friends, it's hard for us to worship because we're worried about the person beside us. But God's calling us to step out of the box, to step out of the boat and be like, "I'm going to worship you anyways. I'm going to dig in deeper anyways." Because when you do that, you're going to turn around and realize that the people standing beside you who have been holding back and suppressing their wants and their needs to draw in closer to God start to do so as well. I was reading a book this week, and it was one of the things that he was talking about is how his wife has knickknacks sitting all over the place. Just little things sitting everywhere. It reminds me a lot of my gnomes. They're kind of pointless, but they're cute. I name them. They're awesome, right? Okay? You just set them up, but they serve no purpose other than just being cute. Are you coming to church and are you living for God like a knickknack? Are you coming? Are you dressing up? Are you looking nice? Are you walking in and sitting there and being stagnant and not doing anything? Are you coming in and you're pursuing God and you're reaching out with everything in you to dig in deeper to his presence and to lead others into his presence? The last scripture I want to read you is in James 1:22. It says, "Be doers of the word and not hearers only." So this is my challenge to you this week. Don't be just a hearer. Don't just hear what we're saying in these devotionals. Don't just hear what we say in youth, but live it out, walk it out, and lead others to Christ this week.